You've probably heard the story. A young boy gets bored while watching his village's sheep. To spice things up, he cries out, "Wolf!" A wolf is attacking the flock. The villagers sprint up the hill, breathless, armed, ready. But there's no Wolf Dot, just the boy, laughing. He does it again and again. Each time, the villagers rush to help. Each time, the boy lies. Until one day, the wolf does come. He screams, begs for help, but no one believes him. And the sheep? Gone. Torn apart Dot in some versions, the boy is too. It's a simple story, practically a children's rhyme. But this fable is more than just a bedtime warning. It's a razor-sharp parable that's traveled through centuries, across cultures, and right into our modern obsession with trust, truth, and attention. This is the strange, enduring tale of the boy who cried wolf, and why its message still hits harder than ever. The earliest version of the story comes from Aesop, a Greek storyteller who lived over 2,500 years ago, around the 6th century BCE. Now, we don't actually know if Aesop was a real person or a name later used to group these tales. But the fables attributed to him are some of the most powerful ever told, short, sharp stories that often end with a punchline of brutal truth. And the boy who cried wolf? It was one of the clearest. In ancient Greece, where wolves were very real threats to livestock, this wasn't a metaphor. It was a matter of survival. If someone lied about danger, it cost you. The story spread fast. By the time of the Roman Empire, Latin versions were being copied into manuscripts by monks. By the Middle Ages, it had become a popular cautionary tale in sermons. And by the 17th century, it appeared in English, thanks to translators like Roger Lestrange, who published Fables of Aesop in 1692. But even across borders and centuries, the moral stayed the same. Asterisk, asterisk, lie too many times, and no one will believe you when it matters. Asterisk, asterisk, it's not subtle, Dot. It doesn't need to be. And yet, it's one of the most psychologically rich stories we've inherited from the ancient world. So why does this ancient fable still feel current? Because the core tension hasn't changed, Dot. It's about trust. And trust, once broken, is hard to win back. Psychologists refer to this as a credibility collapse. When someone's pattern of dishonesty becomes so obvious, people tune out, even when they're finally telling the truth. And it's everywhere, Dot, in childhood. It shows up early. A kid fakes being sick to skip school, and when they really are ill, no one believes them. Dot, same pattern. Same wolf, Dot, in politics. We've seen leaders lie or twist the truth so often. Entire populations grow numb. The result? When real danger hits, climate change, health crises, war, the cries don't land. We've trained ourselves not to listen. Even in pop culture, we reward outrage, the loudest voices, the wildest claims. But cry wolf too many times, and your platform becomes noise. The crowd scrolls past Dot. It's why asterisk. The boy who cried wolf asterisk still works today. Not because it's quaint, but because it's brutal. A single lie can echo louder than 1,000 truths. And here's the twist. The story isn't really about the boy. It's about the village. They're the ones who stop listening. They could check. They could forgive, but they don't. So maybe the real moral is this. Asterisk, asterisk, don't lie. But also, don't stop caring. Asterisk, asterisk. Because if everyone's shouting for attention and no one's listening for truth, we all lose the sheep. We like to treat fables as if they're fixed, little moral machines that always teach the same lesson. But great fables do something more. They reflect who we are when we hear them. The boy who cried wolf hits differently depending on your role. Are you the liar? The listener who's tired of lies? The villager who's too burned out to check again? Or are you the one who still runs, every time, just in case. This tiny tale from 2,500 years ago still gets told in classrooms, quoted in courtrooms, and shouted in headlines. Because it's not just about sheep. It's about what happens when trust breaks down between people, communities, and entire systems. And whether you're watching the wolves at the gate or wondering if they're even real anymore, the lesson is clear. Honesty matters, but so does belief. Because once we stop listening to each other, once we stop showing up, even the truth can't save us. So the next time someone cries wolf, maybe ask yourself, is it the boy that changed, or is it you? You stay curious, world.